mind, that's probably who he would think. I don't think he sees
So
him as a. I mean, outside of when he gets his like the push from the crowd and everybody, I just don't think. I think outside of the stuff Vince does on TV, I don't think Vince sees him as like a universal champion. Like you see who he pushes. Brock and Roman are your guys in that circle because of how they look.
Oh,
Bobby Lashley was wild to
I
pull
think
because of how
I
he
think
looked.
Vince sees Austin Theory as a world champion.
I hope
Like,
you're right. That means he's not.
so
He's thinking differently in my eyes if
so
that happens.
BA, obviously you weren't watching during the pandemic. He put Austin Theory with Seth Rollins as a tag team.
Really?
mhm.
Yeah. And like this is like when Austin Theory, this is before he went to NXT.
Oh wow.
No, he had been in
Yeah.
NXT for a few weeks,
Yeah,
and
that's
then
right.
because of the
Yeah.
pandemic, they lost so many people due to not traveling.
Oh
They
yeah.
caught them. It was weird because they only caught up a few guys, but Austin Theory was one of them, and you were like,
And Buddy
"Oh,
Murphy.
this is yeah."
Yeah.
And Buddy, and you're like, "Oh, this is happening," and you're like, "They must really see something in Austin Theory." And then they sent him back for a while because like, all right, well, we got all hands on deck again, and you're good, but you still need some seasoning. So we'll send you back down there, have your run. But no, they like Austin Theory.
Yeah.
They
I'm
like
happy
him,
to hear it.
and the Montez Ford shit is just obvious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really like that comparison with Montez Ford and like the Shawn Michaels thing.
Hmm.
You know, I used to be a big believer of Shawn Michaels and barbershops, but I've turned over a new leaf.
For now.
For now.
Forever.
All right. Next match we got on this card is the aforementioned Austin Theory versus Pat McAfee. Pat goes over here, right? Because Austin loses nothing by losing.
Correct.
I'm gonna shock the world, man. I think that this may be like as far as wrestling goes, probably gonna be match of the night, fellas. Hear me out on this. Hear me out. Pat McAfee can go, guys. He's
Yes.
been doing this a lot longer than we think. He's just been I mean, the first time we saw him was in the match with the stuff he was doing with Cole and NXT. But listening to the interview that Triple H did with Stephen A. Smith earlier this week, and shout out to Trips, man. I didn't know that situation was that grave. That was pretty heavy to hear him talk like that. We make fun of Triple H a lot, but dude means a lot to wrestling. He's pretty
Oh,
big deal.
anybody who listens to this pod knows the way we make fun of Triple H is all out of love.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Much respect to the game. But he was talking about how much Pat McAfee did on his own to show that he was serious about this. Like he's
Bought
been
a
getting
ring and
bought a ring. He's been getting trained by this old school guy named Rip Rogers for the last 2 or 3 years. So I think because of how good Austin Theory is and the fact that Pat McAfee can go, and I feel like their styles are kind of gonna mesh together. I think they're gonna have a very good match because nobody's expecting it.
okay.
So I'm
Yeah.
thinking this is gonna be match of the night or B or like the B to the A of something else that's gonna happen that night. So yeah.
So BA, let me tag
BA,
you on that.
but BA, are you picking Pat McAfee to win this match?
No, I think Austin Theory still wins. Got to keep building the heel that he's becoming.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I don't think they let Pat McAfee win, but Pat McAfee shows he's not a bitch.
He shows out.
Yeah.
But he's gonna do like a lot of like moves to show like he's like the baby face trying so hard to win, and how's he doing it? He's pulling all these crazy moves out, and Austin Theory just gonna be the heelish like wrestler. Go the fuck back to podcasting, guys.
So Pat McAfee gets over, but Austin Theory goes over.
Yes, facts.
Gotcha.
Yep, and that's what's gonna make
Yeah.
it it's gonna be a great storytelling match, more than what we're expecting. I'm telling you.
I'm not mad at that. J-Mo, you wanted to chime in with something?
So BA, you were talking about Pat McAfee and all the stuff he's doing on his own.
Uh-huh.
So the former company I used to work for was Worthington Industries, and my dad works over in the steel division, and he works with the guy who was Pat McAfee's holder at West Virginia.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so he knows Pat really well, and I played indoor soccer with this guy, and he told me Pat wanted to be three things in life: NFL kicker, he wanted to play soccer in the Premier League, and he also wanted to be a WWE superstar. And he goes, when he puts his mind to something, he's going to do it. He's going to do it all out. So I'm not surprised that McAfee is as in as he is, but from what I've heard from this guy.
Yeah, he seems that way, man. He's one of those grinders. He's one of these grinders, and I'm gonna go get it no matter what. And he don't
Yeah.
brag about it. He don't tell you about it. He just do it. I like Pat McAfee a lot. I respect his gangster.
And I'm also
like
picking
that.
Pat McAfee because he has my boy on every Tuesday, Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say AJ Hawk.
I'm picking McAfee as well to win this because I think Austin Theory losing furthers that storyline of him and Vince and you lost in Mania against a guy who sets a commentary. I don't know if you're ready. You're not ready for anything, kid. And then you keep that going. But I will say this to your point, BA. If this is match of the night, you can chalk that off as Austin Theory earning his first world title run.
All right. I hope to see that. That would be cool to throw something out of the normal into
because
that picture.
You see it happen from time to time. Like guys who they do a job, they get rewarded with title runs. Drew Gulak, perfect example. He was one of the guys. No, he was one of the guys that were like training a lot of the women into the women's roster that are there now.
Okay.
Getting them ready for the Mae Young Classic, that Evolution pay-per-view, and all that stuff. And then he was also one of the guys that he was trying to help Enzo get over when Enzo had that cruiserweight title. His reward, cruiserweight title run. Leo Rush. They brought Leo up to the main roster for the sole purpose to get Bobby over. Got Bobby over. Leo Rush. Title run. Like, they've done it with the IC title a couple of times. Like, if you do your job and you do it well and they bring you in to do a specific thing, they will reward you with some type of run. Ricochet gets rewarded for just getting over and helping get Alistair over in that little tag team run they had.
Oh,
he gets a world title match with Brock at Saudi. Big payday. You know what I mean?
He got
Kofi
squashed like
was doing the job for 12 years. Finally gets a little bit of shine. They're like, all right, we're gonna run with this Kofi Mania. Let's do it.
Yeah.
They scrapped a whole Kevin Owens title run for Kofi Mania.
Facts.
So like they will do it. So if Austin Theory can get Pat over and make this match of the night, you can chalk that. Hey, you just earned your first world title run. We don't know what's gonna happen, but that's how he's gonna do it.
Yeah, it's a possibility, man. I'm telling you, nobody expects anything out of that match. Is the only reason why I say that. Like, nobody expects that from
unless you
looked at as
NXT.
a celebrity match, right? Exactly. It's looked at as a celebrity match, though, right? As far as that's why I think it's gonna be like match of the night 2. I hope I'm wrong because there are other matches I think that deserve to be match of the night on paper, but
you don't think Sami Zayn versus Johnny Knoxville is gonna be match of the night?
I would hope Sami Zayn and Johnny Knoxville is not match of the night.
Because I know that's J-Mo's most favorite match of the night.
Oh, J-Mo, he just got done watching Jackass Forever.
Yeah.
Streaming for free on Paramount Plus. No pub.
Shameless.
You're right, I was about to say. And they're not paying us for that. So
Not at all. Not at all. So no one cares about Sami Zayn versus Johnny Knoxville? No one?
The only reason I want to see it is if Johnny Knoxville gets shot out of a cannon. That's it.
I guarantee some dumb jackass stunt happens during that match. I don't know what he's going to do, but it's going to be something jackass related. Yeah, I mean, and I think Johnny Knoxville is going to win this match too, to further just shit on Sami Zayn.
Sami's going to get rewarded for this too.
I hope so, man. Sami Zayn be doing job after job after job, man. Like that dude can go.
Oh, he can really go.
No disrespectful, but that's the WWE.
Yeah. All right, next up, we got women's tag team title match. Finally, not before when I said it before, but for real this time. For real. We got Mella, Queen Zelina versus Naomi and Sasha versus Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley versus Natalya and Shayna Baszler. J-Moe, give me your winner and go.
So I originally said that Naomi and Banks are going to win this. But after seeing Monday Night Raw, I think it's Ripley and Liv Morgan. They're strapping a rocket to Liv Morgan again. Or trying to before it fizzles.
Yeah, I was about to say, is that even going to get out of the atmosphere of Earth this time or no?
But my heart, my head says Ripley and Morgan, but my heart says Naomi and Banks. I'm torn on that. Yeah, I really don't know.
We'll let you be
really
torn.
care.
BA, what you got for me? We'll let you be torn, J-Mo.
I'm not gonna put a lot of weight into what happened on Raw. I think they was just throwing everybody out there for just promos, and here's who you're gonna see on WrestleMania
here's everybody.
If you watch our stupendous premium live event,
yes,
on the Peacock, the cock. So, yeah, I could see, in all honesty, Sasha and Naomi winning this one, but to your point, J-Mo and Dub on the Rhea and Liv obsession lately, especially Liv. I could see them doing that because those other girls can be doing other things right now in other storylines. So those are the only two outside of Shayna and Natalya like that I could see really benefiting from this win. And Shayna and Natalya, they just got thrown into this. They just literally just got pushed into this like last week. So they're just there to give them something to do so they can get on that WrestleMania paycheck. So I don't think they're a serious threat here. So yeah, I can see the Rhea and Liv tag team title run coming to fruition. So they have something to do for the next few months.
Okay. So Shayna and Natalya should have been a tag team a long time ago. The Queen of Hearts and the Queen of Spades. It just books itself.
Yeah.
From a tag team standpoint and from a breakup standpoint. Liv, y'all know me. I'm a huge Liv Morgan fan, but this another thrown together team. I just don't like it. Naomi and Sasha were at least a team before, and you got to get those belts off Mella and Zelina because no one cares.
No.
And to me, it has to be Naomi and Sasha. Because did you guys know that Sasha Banks is 0-6 at WrestleMania?
Yes.
Oh yeah, I did see that stat. Yeah. So that is a good point to bring up, Dub.
And let's be real here. They got Sasha and they got Roman for 2 more years max. Because after WrestleMania goes to Hollywood next year, and those two are walking around Hollywood, and those producers start seeing them, it's a wrap. It's a done deal.
Facts.
It's a done deal.
They're on their Cena schedule.
Sasha has to get some WrestleMania wins before they lose her.
Yeah, because they're bound for Hollywood, man. You see Sasha on The Mandalorian now. Yeah. Roman making movies with his cousin. That's just gonna get even more exploited after we talk about that match and what I
Roman's
think
on Jimmy. Roman's on the Late Show tonight.
He was on Kimmel last night.
Kimmel.
No. I might have to watch now. Did you guys see him on Kimmel? Is he still doing this? Is he still keeping it in character? Is he still telling people to acknowledge him?
He was on Fallon last night, and no, he was not. He was like happy-go-lucky Roman Reigns.
Oh, fuck that, dude. He's got to see. If he's going to learn anything from watching the other channel, keep your gimmick strong, dude. That's what makes him so cool right now is the fact that people really thinks he's like this sociopath. That's why I buy into Roman Reigns. I buy into the whole just vibe of him just making people fucking acknowledge him and doing stuff he don't want to do that he has to do because it's the lineage of the dynasty, the Samoan dynasty. Like he's got to do
it for the family.
Exactly, man. Like he can't go on the shows talking about his family and his kids and being normal. Nobody wants to hear that from him.
So it's funny. He talked about that in like his episode of WWE Evil, which I highly recommend.
Yeah, I'm saving that for when I'm
he was saying like what everybody was saying that the way they were presenting Roman when they were pushing him as a face, as like they were showing him in commercials with his daughters and things like that, and they're like that's not the Joe we know. Like that he is kind of sort of this guy, this asshole character, this tribal chief. Like now obviously not to this level, but they always say the best characters in wrestling are you turned up to 20.
Mm-hmm.
And when you present Roman as like this happy-go-lucky guy, even if he is, a smiling guy, cool with his family and stuff, he's still kind of the guy that's like, yeah, I'm the top guy. I'm the top guy for our family, and it is what it is. And when they made him successful, they turned it all the way to 20. Like, not only are you top guy in your family, but you got to beat the shit out of your family too. And you're not only your top guy for your family, but the WWE family. You have to turn it all the way turned up, if you will.
Yep.
Can you guys imagine me turned up to 20?
That's why they're called characters, J-Mo.
No, I cannot.